up, Hamed? What's up, D-Style? Thanks for joining us here on Leaving the Ring. Big Johnny Zig from Let's Talk Boxing is with us as well. What's up, brother? And then Psycho Boxing Fan, Watts, ¿qué pasó? How you doing, guys? We're going to open up the phone lines in about 15, 20 minutes. We'll talk boxing here on Leaving the Ring. You can call in 347-215-7598 here on Leaving the Ring. Don't forget hit that like button and subscribe to us. Hit that that notification bell so that you're notified anytime we're on live. Okay, let's get down to it, man. You know, Amilcar, we got a lot to talk about. And definitely, since the hiatus of boxing not being back on the big screen, it kind of left everybody kind of scrambling to find things and topics to kind of muster up. But now we got some real topics that are actual real. Well, I don't know. Do I want to go that far talking about real when we're about to discuss what's Deontay Wilder and the autopsy dent and the tampered gloves? I mean, is that really real, or are we talking kind of make America great conspiracy theories if we're going to bring up this topic?
You know, it's difficult. I mean, you kind of have to discuss it, obviously, and take it with a little bit of seriousness because, you know, it's the former heavyweight champ, and he's kind of providing more through his entourage, through his brother specifically, excuses as to why he struggled in the last fight. You know, first it was the suit, weighing 40 pounds. Now it's the tampered gloves or, you know, getting hit with a blunt object. I mean, to me, it's pretty simple. Las Vegas, you know, has commissioners and has officials that watch people wrap hands. The opposing camp is allowed into the dressing room. They're always there. They always observe every stage of the hand wrapping and glove fitting process. There's a way that, you know, he had loaded gloves. Am I missing something, David?
You know, I think what it comes down to is that I got to agree with you first off about the accepting of a person, especially a family member. When I saw that that I don't know note or letter out to the public from Deontay Wilder's brother, stating that his brother spoken to a doctor and they had an autopsy, which they made no sense. It was an autopsy. You mean MRI? It probably performed an MRI, which is very common. You know,
he didn't die, so it wasn't an autopsy. So I don't know why they said that.
That was weird. And I think I don't think he was making it up. I think what he just misworded because he didn't use the word MRI or CAT scan, whatever they did with him, just to make sure that his well-being was okay. What they got now, the whole dent on his head. I don't know. I guess my only question is that, how many months after is this being brought up? Like, why wasn't this immediately brought up? This is something that would have been big news. I just feel that they don't want to they don't want to accept the fact that Deontay Wilder was outsmarted, outskilled, and something that a lot of us knew that was going to happen sooner or later. In this case, it happened. He was going to lose because of the lack of skills. I wouldn't say lack of discipline. I think there's no lack of discipline in him showing up to fight and wanting to fight the best. But there was certainly a lack of discipline in learning the craft to continue or stand on top of being the best. Man, my nose is itching.
Yeah, I mean, I've been beaten up. I've been beaten up inside a ring. I've been beaten up inside the schoolyard. It's not a nice experience, but
no, it's not.
You know, I mean, it happens. I mean, anyone who fights enough people is going to take a loss, at least at some point. I mean, you know, he got beat up and he also got outclassed and schooled. So I guess in the deep recesses of his brain, he's trying to conjure up reasons why that happened. But, you know, the reason why it happened is because he was facing a guy who's much bigger than him, who also happens to be faster and more skilled, and who was actually physically stronger than him, despite the fact that he doesn't have the same right-hand punch. So, I mean, it all led to him losing and him getting hurt really bad. And let's also forget that the other excuse, too, earlier on was his trainer and trying to blame him for pulling him out of the fight when, So it's been kind of a series of excuses. And to me, it tells me, at least from a psychological standpoint, that Wilder is not ready for a rematch. Because if you cannot accept your loss, understand why it happened, and then move forward, how is he going to game change and game plan for the next fight? To me, it doesn't bode well for Deontay.
I don't want to get too much into the tampering of the gloves because we do have Ernesto Gabillon from Everlast who's worked with gloves for I don't know how many years. I would have to let him let us know how many years he's been in the business of doing that, as well as now he's working with Golden Boy. But he's going to come on next week, and we're going to pick his brain about how these gloves are made. Could the horsehair be pulled out? How much a percentage of horsehair is in the glove with any type of padding? Is there a slight chance that Tyson Fury's team, the legendary Kronk Gym, could have tampered with his gloves to maybe hide a foreign substance in the gloves, or have bare knuckles hitting Deontay Wilder? Now, like I said, I'm not going to entertain the whole thing the way a lot of these Alex Jones boxing community channels have been doing, podcast shows have been doing, just because the fact there's an easy way, in my opinion, of resolving or finding out the truth, in my opinion, Amilcar. And that's like going to the guys that work with the gloves. They tell us.
Yeah, well, I mean, at one point they were actually alluding to his trainer's past connection to him as being a reason as to why he pulled him from the fight. I mean, we could literally perform a stand-up comedy routine based just on the excuses were made for this loss. I mean, it's actually hilarious when actually put all the pieces together and try to recreate what's going on.
What is next? He had a size smaller of what he originally wears of shoes out in the ring. That's why he couldn't move around as well. I don't know, man. There's so much other stuff.
Right? And look, he's a very charismatic guy. He's actually quite funny too. The funny thing is, I was rewatching the whole thing with Radio Raheem the other day, where he, obviously was quite enraged by Raheem's question. And I mean, it's comedy gold. You could watch that thing 100 times and enjoy yourself repeatedly over and over again. I mean, he definitely does bring that kind of entertainment factor. But personally, just for him, I don't have anything against Deontay. I actually like Deontay. I just think it's a really bad look. Like, just looking really bad right now.
I want to say that Deontay Wilder is a great marketing person. If he's able to make, maybe, I don't know, create these stories, if he is, with team or his team alone creating these stories, but having the help of the some of the YouTube boxing community to continue still pressing on these conspiracy theories is a great market strategy. Make some fire to help out this third match, because I think it's too soon, too early. I'd have to agree with you, Amilcar. I think it's too soon, too early for Deontay Wilder to jump on this. I should rest up, regather his bearings, then get back into that ring. Rewatch that fight, not 100 times, 200, 500, 600. Till this day, that's what I would do with him. If that was him, that's what I would do. Till this day, keep watching that tape to see the mistakes that you did, and what you didn't capitalize, and what you left outside in the ring because you didn't bother to discipline yourself to get more, to gather more skills to face very crafty Tyson, Fury Tyson. Those are the things that I would say that he should do. But like I said, this other stuff that's kind of being thrown in the mix, it's a great story if there's really one there. I don't see it. I haven't found it. If there's any truth in the story of any tampered gloves. Guys, if you want to call in, certainly can weigh in on what you guys think about this here. Are we not Alex Jonesing enough here on Leaving the Ring? 347-215-7598. Let's talk boxing. Chicano Prophet, what's up? Renee, what's up? G Funk, what's up? Everybody that's joining in, what's up, fellas? Hey, let's talk about